Also, I harness the welcome. What's up, guys? Welcome to. I don't know why I pressed live the second Eric left the room, but I did that. Welcome to the VideoChronic Pop Culture Quiz, starring me. I'm one of your hosts, VideoDrew. I'm the really important one, just not the one who has to write the quiz or anything or do all the work. But I'm the face of the brand. Let's just say that. And I'm wearing really cool leggings today, courtesy of a guy named, I believe his name was. How do I say it's like Slasher? It's not Slasher. Thrasher? It's something like that. He's got a really cool name. I discovered him because he has really cool comic books, or like coloring books that were like coloring books for forbidden children or something like that. And they were just like badass heavy metal like coloring books. And I just got obsessed with them. And then I was in Canada and I saw these leggings and I was like, I'm pretty sure I've colored in this design before. It's like all skulls and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, it's like Thrasher's stuff. It was really cool. Anyway, great story, guys. Welcome to the VideoChronic Pop Culture Quiz. Hey, starring Video Doggy. Tonight we are doing Willow, a movie that I was pressed on when I was a kid. I was so pressed on this movie. As a kid, say pressed. But you know what? Before we do any of that, before we talk about any of that, and we'll bring on our contestants. I was about to say opponents for tonight. Contestants. It's going to be these two kaiju, and there's... Ow, okay, you know what? We're just going to roll credits. Yay! It's the Muppet Show. And credits start. Nope. Credits start now. I'm actually starting to get used to this background poster of Bob Marley, and I kind of like it. Like, it's just so like off-brand that I think it's like cool. Again, for like people to be like, "Oh man, you like Bob Marley?" And I'm like, I don't know any Bob Marley songs. I know that one, "No Woman, No Cry." Anyway, we are coming at you live from the house of NerdChronic. That's him over here.
That's me.
And one of our players here this evening, when Nancy Sister Chronic. So let's actually bring on our contestants. You actually did not want this person to come play. I guess I could just admit that this next person is your sister.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that for a second. Let's see. Hey, what's up?
Thanks for keeping my room cozy.
You're welcome. Love this poster. I think I was on backstage the other day, and I think a couple people in the comments were like, "That's weird. VideoDrew has like a Bob Marley poster up," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. Throw him for a loop."
You should have just pretended you were a big Marley fan and tried to come up with names.
No Woman, No Cry.
No woman,
no cry.
No cry.
So you loved this movie growing up as a kid. I loved this movie growing up. This movie started maybe my love of. I remember exactly where I was when I was watching this movie in my life. I was like I just gotten into Star Wars. I just found Harrison Ford and like loved Indiana Jones. And I really found this movie. Didn't realize it had any connection to the other ones. Just knew I really loved it. And I didn't realize it was like a George Lucas verse thing, but I feel like this is my token. This is my version of like Lord of the Rings.
Lucas joint.
This is my all those other movies that kids like. This is my Star Wars, honestly. This movie is like was my everything, but I don't think I've watched it in 25, maybe 25 years.
Yeah, I love this movie, but I honestly can't remember when I first saw it because I feel like I just grew up with it. And our parents had it recorded on a VHS tape, like off of TV. So we never actually owned the movie. They just recorded it off of TV. Nice. And that's how I watched it. So
you're real.
So if I don't know something and it's missing, then it's because I saw only the TV version.
Okay, well, let's bring on. I do want to say real quick, we do have the Streamlabs open night. It is this sort of weird version where we are going off of we don't have the donation bar at the bottom because we're at this ad hoc setup. But if you guys want to go to streamlabs.com/VideoDrew, we will be keeping score of the donation. And we do split the winnings at the end of the evening between the winner of the game and the house. And they are so rarely the same people. And I really don't think this is going to be one of those times that it is. We have only one other guest joining us today, which is surprising. I assumed Willow was a fan favorite, but I also assumed that I put this YouTube thing up at like 3 p.m. Yeah. So, that's on me. Let's see. We have joining us a big winner this evening. We've got Rob Schaefer.
Hi,
Rob. Hi, how are you?
Thanks for having me on. I'm fantastic.
Glad to hear it. Glad to have the enthusiasm. Are you excited that like masks are not going to be a thing in a little bit, or maybe is that controversial to say?
No.
I was very excited to hear that masks weren't going to be an issue for me moving forward. Very happy.
You're vaccinated, yeah.
I'm vaccinated. I had to go through that whole thing. I was really sick, but like breathing in masks, it's not been fun. Like I'm not going to pretend like that was a fun experience. It's led to some really bad situations. So I'm happy that I no longer have to do that as much while outside or indoors.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so that's the good news of the day. And Kat Dennings marrying Andrew WK, which I just think is funny. I never knew they were dating. We got a donation.
Hey.
It is from Vernon saying,
so many good friends in this one.
Yep.
Good luck, Rob and Lindsay.
So many good friends. I mean, just on a purely practical level, Vernon, there's like 3 friends. They're here tonight.
So you're implying one of us 4 is not his friend.
I mean, how close are you with Vernon?
I'm consider a friend.
Yeah, okay.
I consider a friend.
I mean, good friend? Anyway, you tell us, Vernon. What do you consider Eric over here? Thanks for the donation. So that's $15. So what's your experience with this movie, Robert?
I saw this movie when I was in high school. It came out in, I don't know if it's a question, but it came out my freshman year of high school, and me and some buddies went to go see it. I loved it. We saw it several times, and then a couple years later, Peter Jackson stole this idea and did some kind of Lord of the Rings movie. And
yeah, this movie is a mashup of Lord of the Rings and the Bible and the Princess Bride. There's some very Princess Bride-ian elements of this movie. I was like, it turned out Princess Bride came out the year before this movie came out. It's not going to be a question. Also, not going to be a question is the fact that the main dude, our Warwick Davis, was 18 years old when he was in this movie.
What?
That's like
I did not know that. He looks 30.
No, he does. Wait, you have to rewatch it because I was having this thing where I was like, man, he looks really young, and I was like, no, he looks really young, and I was like, wait, is Warwick Davis like not as old as I think? And I googled it. He's only 51 now, which means in '88 he was 18.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, he looks 30 in that movie.
You go back and watch them, you'll see the scene. You're just like, oh, damn, like he's really young because they made this only a couple of years after making him being in Return of the Jedi.
7 years after Return of the Jedi, yeah.
Yes, no, 6 years.
6 years.
6 years after Return of the 88. No, it's 5 years. Yeah, it's only 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and he was a child in Return of the Jedi. So
So in that sense, he definitely did age a lot because he definitely looks like an adult.
Kinda. There's some shots there where you're like he can't grow. Like I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but he looks like he's like 6 years old in Return of the Jedi. So
well, he's a Wicket. Whatever. He's like a little Ewok. Well, how would he look like a person?
Oh, because I mean the set photos. That was what I mean.
Gotcha. Anyway, they made this movie based on him. Like George Lucas wrote this whole movie for him with him in mind. Clearly, they had a great cast, though. I mean, you can see that in the opening scenes. There's just like a great ensemble cast of people that I would have loved to see in other movies. Just like very attractive, very cool looking people. I was obsessed with Val Kilmer in this movie. I don't think that's going to be a question. How pressed was Drew on Val Kilmer? So pressed that I ended up never watching The Doors, but instead watched Top Secret 40 times. Like 40 times. And just like Willow, this was like the movie that like I now realize it's this because of the same way it is like Star Wars and it is like Indiana Jones and that like love, the sort of like love interest storyline in this has that real tension, that really sort of flirty banter tension. I really like. That's what's missing from like Lord of the Rings for me. That's like what's missing from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, where's anything interesting to me on a personal level that I can Mary Sue my way into pretending like that's what I want to be doing? I don't want to be like swinging the like sword of Gondor or whatever. Like, where's the sort of hot dude to banter with? I considered changing my name to Sorsha at one point. I really thought that was a cool name. Yeah, well, I wanted to sound Drew because Drew was already my middle name, so it seemed like less of a stretch. But Sorsha sounded like Sarah, which was already my first name.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, let's get started before we go any deeper down this wormhole and I end up giving away an answer to something incorrect. No one likes it when I do that. Let's go. So why don't you read out the rules if anyone hasn't been here before? You all have, but...
The rules for anyone not familiar with this game that we do here.
Ah.
It is 20 questions tonight in the room of Willow.
Willow.
The cult classic.
Is it a cult classic or is it just a regular classic?
I don't know. Like, yeah, I think everyone like loves this movie, but no one really like talks about it.
No, it's not beloved in the same way that like Labyrinth is beloved, even though I feel like it should be. I feel like this movie, like, this to me is a perfect George Lucas, like, hero's journey, like, hero with 1,000 faces, whatever. This is like a perfect example of that. Like, there's a whole beats of like him refusing the call, like all the things. It hits it perfectly. Perfect hero's journey.
Originally, like the original script for Star Wars, it was supposed to, Luke Skywalker was supposed to be a little person, like Willow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah, so they kind of
that's so cool. You mean he took the idea of Joseph Campbell's Heroes with 1,000 Faces or Siddhartha, and he just adapted that into being the Skywalker legacy?
Yeah, well, yeah.
We've also found out, and this will not be on the quiz, but Warwick Davis has been in every Star Wars movie since Phantom Menace, except the 2 other George Lucas prequels, which I found very interesting. Like George Lucas clearly like loved him, like and he put him in the Phantom Menace. He didn't work again for those 2 other movies, and then he comes back for Force Awakens, then he does Rogue One, he does Solo, he does Last Jedi, and then he does Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
So it's weird. It's just like for 2 movies, this was like, nah.
I was trying to think, why do I know that? And I forgot because we were watching Solo and Eric said it.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Did Eric know it? I gave Eric this piece of information.
Oh, well, then maybe he relayed it around.
Right, what was it, earlier today? Because this is when I related. Because Eric said, I don't think that's true when I gave him this information. He said, I think he's in one of those 2 movies.
Yeah, well,
I think you were in the room maybe because it was when I was watching Solo there.
All I said was I know that Warwick Davis's character in Solo is the same character he's playing in Episode 1.
Oh, maybe you did say that.
Girlfriend or whatever, which one? Because he plays 2 characters in Episode 1.
Episode 1?
Yeah, he does. He plays one of Anakin's little racer friends, and he plays the guy that's sitting next to.
Oh, he himself. You see his face in like
scenes
of episode.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, guys, let's get started. The game is 20 questions about Willow, the movie, and if you need multiple, you check down at the end when we say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and if we have the answer, you put your hands up, and then that means you can't change your answer, and we give the multiple to whoever needs the multiple. Oh, look, we got another donation.
Hey.
Start writing these down.
Also equal love to my good friends Drew and Eric.
Equal love.
And my favorite mod, Amelia.
Oh, wow. Hope Chris Engel isn't in the chat tonight. Why am I blanking on everyone's name? I'm so tired. I didn't sleep last night. I'm blanking on everyone's name. All our other great mods. Let's get
everyone else.
I'm like, no, it's Amber. I kind of think of the other A name for a second. Okay. Let's get ready to VideoChronic Pop Culture Schmoedown. 20 questions until the 5-pointer if we get that close.
Yes.
Like I said, I haven't seen this movie. We just watched it again, but Eric said just pay attention, and I said no. So there might be some stuff I don't know and might get annoyed about. Just bear with me as I go through all the stages of grief.
You're like what's that be on?
I was like, is there gonna be stupid names on this quiz? Because I don't want to do the names.
There's some names.
I hate you for that.
There's some names.
I hate you for that.
But the film has a lot of names.
Yeah, it does.
It's not all the names.
Anyway, let's get going. No, thank you. There's not 20 questions about all the names.
It's not. Yeah.
Wow.
Names.
Wow. Because there was a quiz like that pretty recently. Yeah, where you everything was like a name of a ship or something. Anyway, let's get going.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What was it?
Where that was?
It's like a spaceship.
A spaceship?
Spaceship.
Okay,
let's get going.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We should do a Stardust quiz. Okay.
We did do no, we didn't.
Okay, first question, everyone. What is the name of Willow's race of people?
Can you give the derogatory name?
No.
Why not?
No, the actual race name.
No, I think I want to do what I want to do.
You can do that, and then.
Well, you didn't clarify in the original question.
His race of people.
Call him something.
Well, you can call people a lot of things. That doesn't make it right.
Because they call someone a name.
Okay, well, if you want to be racist and call him racist name, then be my guest.
Okay.
I know exactly what Drew is talking about too.
Oh, it's not actually a racist term. It's made up. This is a made up word. So I'm not.
It's a derogatory, made up term.
I agree with Drew.
Yeah. Concurred. Sustained. Where did that pen go?
Yeah, the pen you yelled at me for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you moved it.
No, I gave it to you.
Then you moved
You
it.
yelled at me like, I need that pen.
I need that pen.
And then like,
Okay, well, whatever. I'll need multiple.
Okay, hold on for Drew. Rob, Anthony, you locked it. All right.
Mhm.
Hold on for Drew. Is it A. Nelwyn, B. Unidyne, C. Daikini, or D. Store?
It's Nelwyn.
Nelwyn, Nancy,
Nelwyn.
Rob.
Nelwyn.
That's correct.
What are you doing with each other?
They are fighting. Play fighting.
Freaking kaiju.
All
Right, next question.
Next question.
Still on pen.
The prophecy states that the child destined to rule the kingdom will carry what physical feature?
Okay, well, you just have to go to me first, I guess. Yeah, the pen I yelled at you about, but then we misplaced again.
I was over here.
Kimasabe, you moved it.
I gave it to you because you said I need that pen.
Yeah, but then you probably moved it again.
No, I didn't.
Well, you wouldn't know if you did or not.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Here, I found
I
it.
feel like it's a you thing.
No, 5, 4,
It's under Drew the whole time.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Wait, the question. Oh, yeah, okay, got it. Oh, I didn't write it down. Hold
Okay,
this.
well, I'll just go with you. You're
It's a girl with a tattoo.
tattoo.
Or like a birthmark.
Nancy.
Similar to Mortal Kombat, birthmark.
Yeah, we were saying it's going to be dragon tattoo.
Rob.
I went with a rune birthmark on her arm.
That's correct. All correct. Yes, perfect.
That's extra correct.
Vernon saying he's never seen the film. Oh, cool. Joseph Berg saying moon birthmark. Hey.
Didn't work. Didn't to me.
I think that's what's
It's like lines and then like a tiny little.
Yeah, isn't that what Rob said? Moon?
Is it a moon?
Is it
He
moon
said
or
Drew.
They said
Okay.
rune in the movie. I think.
Well, somebody's saying moon in the comments, and I'm not reading it wrong this time. Like the
It
other
has
time.
it has like little squiggly lines and then like a tiny little swoop.
You
that
know,
looks
like how the
a
moon
moon.
goes.
Squigglies and a swoop.
Next question, everyone. I got that one right. All right. Next question. The High Alduin consults what items to make his decree on Willow's journey?
Oh wow, I was gonna go in the chronological order for once.
No.
Oh,
Let's just let's.
Hold on. Uh-oh.
I have to write things.
Yes.
The moon rune says Vernon. Gotta pay the troll toll. Why am I brain blanking every time someone asks a question? You asked something. Oh, I know. I got it. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's start with Nancy.
Bones.
Rob.
Bones.
And Drew.
Bones tugs to harmony is what I wrote.
The bone.
Look at the bones. Different movie, but I love that line.
Nothing.
Don't tell me nothing.
Drew wins.
Nothing.
Okay. Next question. What does Kaya give to Willow for good luck before he leaves on his journey?
God, this is getting baroque. Like, these are all Drew things to be into. Just think about stuff Drew likes, Rob, and you'll get there.
Oh, it could be so many things.
Stuff in
Twin
my.
Peaks posters.
I'm loving your hair, by the way, Drew.
Thank you. I have a freezer full of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Start with Drew.
Speaking of, it is hair.
Hair. Rob.
I went with circle of hair. I didn't know if it was a bracelet or whatever.
Nancy.
Yeah, a lock of hair in a braid.
I mean, straight up, it's more than a lock. It seemed like maybe he was like, hey. Maybe like it was sort of like entire back of her head, and that's why she was wearing like a cloth because it was a gigantic piece of hair.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph with the rare miss. Rabbit foot, says Stardrew, having not seen the movie. Apparently. I don't even know if there are rabbits in this world. Okay, next one.
Yeah. Okay. Next question, everyone.
Come on, Sammy, Tilpa, Sammy.
We have to do this every time we start.
Like, yeah, really, we just took you out. Crazy. Anyway, go ahead.
Willow receives what item from Shalindria, the Maiden of the Forest?
Ooh, I cannot hear you.
Yeah. Got some.
Willow receives what item from Shalindria, the Maiden of the Forest?
You need some water. You got some?
Yeah, it's somewhere there.
Okay. Okay. Why are you acting so fucking crazy? Why is it okay? Whew.
Hello.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's start with Drew.
What do you mean? I didn't answer last. Oh, I said a wand/staff.
Or,
We're getting a lot of feedback, by the way. I think it might be wrong. You wanna mute yourself? Or it might be Nancy. Let's see. Oh, it went away. So.
right. Let's start with Nancy.
Wand?
Yes, on your end, Nancy.
Magic wand?
Yes, I wand. Yes.
Magic wand?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Drew's getting them all right, baby. Shame quiz show. Remedy this ASAP. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's going, what would be a large flying dog named Falcor for 2,000 folks? I think it's the same.
I like Falcor.
We should have named her Falcor. And the Winter Soldier would be this one's name.
Falcor and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
We wanted Misty to be named Falcor, but my mom wasn't having it.
She looks more like the thing that he's writing in Labyrinth. That little.
Oh, Sir Didymus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brocious,
Anyway.
yeah.
Next, what question?
What is the name of the child prophesied to overthrow the evil queen?
Oh my god, baby. I mean, that baby is like really a baby. I remember them saying it a bunch.
Yeah, it's definitely said a lot. So it's not
Yeah.
like a mystery.
I think I got
She
the
say
first,
it's not a mystery.
Yeah.
I got like the first couple letters. I guess I'll take multiple.
Okay.
Even, yeah, I just want to make sure I don't get like jerked out of this.
5,
Don't jerk me out of this.
4, 3, 2,
That's what she said.
1. All right. Well, for Drew. Drew, is it Rayla Runan, B, Elora Dannon, C, Arya Rainen, or D, Enola Deacon?
I'm glad I asked for multiple because I was way off. I think I had an anagram of it, but it's B, Alora, whatever.
Okay. Nancy?
Yeah. Elora Dannon.
Rob?
Laura Danon.
That's correct.
I put Lenore.
Lenora?
That's it. I just put Lenore, like the Edgar Allan Poe girl from the. Oh my god. Okay. Alora Dannon, something like that. Yes, Ron Ponce, correct.
Okay.
Something exactly like that.
Next question. What is Willow's answer for what to do with the baby when he and his family first find her?
Like to the kid that he said?
To the baby. Like he says, like, what should they do with her?
Yeah, but who does he say to the kids, or when he says it to the wife?
To the kids. Like it's like the very first thing he says, yeah. To do with baby.
Okay, well, you're phrasing this in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you're doing this to mess me up, but I know what it is. Says you're saying what he says to do.
Yes.
Okay, that's confusing. 5, 4. I think we're all going to challenge here if this is different than what we think.
1.
Okay.
All right, let's start with Drew.
He says, "Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it." So you're asking for a negative.
I said to do to the baby. So.
Yeah, but they're saying don't. What he says to do the baby is don't touch it. Don't touch the baby.
Nancy.
I said pretend they never saw her and send her back down the river.
And then Rob.
I said put it back in the river.
Put it back in the river.
Which is the same as not touching it. And I think what the first thing he says is don't touch it.
Well, the answer was put her back around the river.
Just pretty messed up. Just
no. Because
down the river.
I'm pretty sure what he first says is don't touch it.
The very first thing he says.
Yeah, don't touch it. Like you're gonna dirty. Like you're gonna get dirty.
You don't know where she's been.
You don't know where she's been. Exactly. That's like the line.
Oh, you don't know where it's been. That's weird.
Yeah.
You're right. I was laughing because you called it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a point for that.
Yay!
You're welcome.
Also, still very sad that he said to send a.
I was going to
down the
say, 'cause I
river.
was thinking the way that you were phrasing it, like you wanted something like put her back, but like technically she's not out of the river yet.
Yeah.
Confusingly worded. I blame the challenge question writer. Next one.
I think it was fun. Okay, next question. What derogatory name do the other people of the world call Willow?
Well, you mean what in their words?
Yes.
Like I wouldn't say this word.
Yeah.
But you want us to say it out loud.
I mean, you almost said it like 50 times
Would
earlier. So
you want it with the do you want it with the hard consonant
Yes.
or
Why
with
don't you
the
say how you feel comfortable?
okay?
Whatever comes naturally to you.
Okay.
It's in the movie. It's said in
I'm
the
just gonna
movie.
say it with the hard sounds, but only because this is how they say it, not how I would say it. I would never say this word.
Even though you wanted to earlier.
I mean, a bunch of times, yeah.
You're like itching to.
Oh well, that's because it's the only answer I knew. Anyways,
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's start with Nancy.
Peck.
Rob.
Peck.
And Drew.
yeah, we call him in our neighborhood Peck. Peck.
Yes, that's correct.
You know, we just kind of put like an apostrophe after the E. Let's go.
Next question, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the race of tiny people who first capture Willow and then help him on his journey?
Well, this I know will not be a question because you did not know this before the movie started. But do you know who plays one of these people?
Who? Why don't you tell me? I don't think you told me.
Kevin Pollak. It's Kevin Pollak. It's one of them.
Rick Dukerman is the other one.
Yeah, but it's Kevin Pollak. I only mentioned it like 100 times watching the movie. Every time you appear on screen.
Every time he's on screen, that's Kevin Pollak.
Yeah, I'd be like, that's Kevin Pollak, and he was getting so mad. And then one time I went, that's actually Leonardo DiCaprio in the new Scorsese film on the left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with Rob.
Brownies.
Drew.
Brownies. I read the extended canon books of these when I was a kid. I'm remembering.
Nancy.
Yeah, brownies.
So like I remember like
Good job.
the two characters, like their kids and like all the stuff. The two of these characters end up having kids and then continuing to sort of fight each other. Yeah.
What is the last animal Finn Razel turns into before regaining her human form?
Ooh, good one. Got it though. Luckily, I looked at the screen for once. Maybe because you were shouting out as they went along, like maybe in an effort to like make me pay attention.
Because I have my Pokemon fever on because I've been playing Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah. Also, we found some of your Pokemon cards, but not all of them, and I'm pretty sure I can like dig them up. Are they in your room, Nancy? Somewhere, his Pokemon cards? I found like a bunch of them in his room.
No, I think my mom got rid of a lot of them.
That's what she says. But then I found like a huge pile of just like just loose Pokemon cards. So binder must be somewhere.
Okay.
5,
4,
3,
2,
what she did?
1. All right, let's start with Drew.
Tiger.
Is in Nancy
Tiger.
and Rob.
Tiger.
That is correct. Okay, vamp for a second.
I'm gonna vamp for a second.
I gotta do something.
Well, he takes one of the dogs out.
Go outside. Go outside.
Go on, come
Go outside.
on.
Go outside.
Sorry. So I will vamp for a second, saying that I read the extended mythology of these books when I was a kid, and I know like all this stuff about them. But like I don't remember enough about the in context movies because when I was a kid, all I paid attention to was how sexy Val Kilmer was. I thought he was so sexy. I thought he was the sexiest thing since Harrison Ford. And then I also realized that like Harrison Ford didn't do as good of a job as Val Kilmer at embodying the rakish rogue character that like George Lucas obviously wanted him to be.
I agree.
Sorry?
I said I agree.
Right? Because like one of them is clearly an actor who's having a lot of fun and like doing something cool, and one of them is clearly a carpenter who showed up to acting school one day, like or just showed up on set one day and was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And like I love Harrison Ford, and like he's great, but like he clearly did not come from like a Val Kilmerian school of being an actor. Maybe he got there with 6 Days, 7 Nights. I don't know. Kevin Pollak, one of Sam Levine's best friends, and Lon's. Remember when Lon would just constantly talk about Kevin Pollak and how he knew Kevin Pollak? And one time Kevin Pollak had somebody on his talk show. He sounded like a veritable Garth sometimes.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I met Evan Peters twice, so that's also cool.
That is cool.
What's your guys? I'm still vamping while Eric does his thing with the doggies, but yeah. What's your guys' favorite Willow adjacent story?
Willow adjacent?
Chase. I don't know
Like
what does that
something
even
involving
mean.
Willow, or like a time you saw with a friend, or who you had a crush on. Mostly crushes.
Trying to think of like what I saw
And
around
feel
that
free
time.
to shout out what your feelings are too while this vamping is going on. So,
I mean, I was 2 when this movie came out.
oh yeah, I was 4. I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it like when I was in like middle school. Probably yeah. Like I watched it like in middle school, and then that's like when I got real hard pressed on it.
Yeah, see, I feel like I watched it when I was like really young, a lot.
Yeah.
And then I watched it when I was older.
I remember it was like me and my friends, and like we all had our different thing, right? Like one of my friends, her thing was like Little Women, and I didn't like her that much because her thing was Little Women.
I was like, you didn't like her? Or you didn't like Little Women?
No, I didn't like her because her personality was Little Women. And one of our friends, her personality type was like Lady of the Lake. You know, what was that? Lorena McKennitt, sort of not Victorian, like Renaissance era, like swooning dresses, Lady in the High Tower kind of stuff. And that also bummed me out.
See, I like the movie Little Women.
Yeah, I like the new one. The new one's great. I don't like the idea.
You like the old one?
I think it's a little too cutesy. Like the idea of like being all stuck like a bug in a rug with like 5 of your sisters and your mom like stuck in this house in the middle of nowhere seems actually like I would claw my face off.
I like the old one.
I like the new one a lot. I will say, but my thing was like I really liked these fantasy movies, and I had another friend of mine, Lauren, who was really into Legend, which is sort of like another kind of concurrently popular fantasy film, a Ridley Scott film by that had an early Tom Cruise in it, and an early. Did Eric just leave for good? Tim Curry as the devil. I don't have the questions in front of me, so I can't read any more of this. But I remember at one point me being like, if I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Sorsha. And then my friend was like, if I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Lily. And I was like, that's dumb. And I pushed her ass off of the swing set, and she broke her arm.
Did you really?
Yeah, and that's how I ended up like really hurting my friend accidentally. Not accidentally.
You know what's funny?
On purpose, but not as hard. I didn't want to do that. Yeah.
Did Eric show you that video from wrestling of Alexa Bliss with the doll sitting next to her?
Yeah, he did. And that's like the same story. He was like, that's weird. That's the same story.
The doll's name is Lily.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the Alexis Bliss comparison's fine, but I also am like, people that are that pretty in that conventional way don't get to pretend that they're like weird. Like they didn't have like the most normal upbringing. Anyway. Eric, come back here.
My dog name is Lily.
Aw. What kind of dog is it?
It's a Vizsla.
Vizsla. They look like puppies forever. Like they get really big, but they still have that like puppy face.
Yes.
Those are really cute.
Hopefully this won't be a question because I do need to keep from vamping. Sorsha was my first crush. That led to things like liking women like my current Paramore, woman in armor. Oh, sorry.
Like Paramore.
Paramore is like a lover. So I thought he was just using old-fashioned word for like, my current girlfriend has red hair or something. Like that.
Got it.
Paramore. I would say that this movie definitely led me to my love affair with like Renaissance festivals. For like, I definitely like flirted with the idea of cosplay while also really looking down on people who cosplayed. Where are you? Eric, you get back here. Eric. Oh my gosh. So we got a dog back, but Eric, he's almost here.
I see one dog.
One dog. There's right here. And we have Eric back. Okay, let's keep going.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next question.
All right, next question.
Is he sitting on the treadmill?
No.
No.
He's standing on it.
I think. Moving on. Move. Sorry.
Oh, no.
I'll get the quiz back up.
Oh my gosh.
Does that mean they're gonna like shuffle through?
Guys, feel free to keep donating in for this great content. And I can get better than this, but I'm extremely tired today. Will you stop that? Like I slept fine.
I was doing that.
Oh my god.
All right. The evil queen turns Bavmorda and his army into what animal?
Okay. Like, how much did you sleep?
No. 6 hours.
Okay, he's lying. He sleeps in here. Let's see. And but then you said you saw my tweet, so you were like definitely up.
I just like saw the hours that you posted.
Right.
Don't bring it up.
Okay, I won't bring it up, but you brought it up. Okay.
How are they doing? All right, go. Drew.
Pigs.
Nancy.
Yes, pigs.
Rob.
Pigs.
That's correct. Everyone.
Someone says moose. No, that wasn't an answer for the New Yorker crossword today, though.
That
I need to
one
finish.
hair product.
What hair product? No. What animal? Yeah, what hair product sounds like an animal?
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can help me with 3 across and 18 down or something that was like an anchorman's segue or anchor person's segue in the news. And the first letter and the first word was 3 letters and the second word was 6 letters, and I cannot figure it out. Anyway, let's keep going.
No clue.
Willow's signature magic trick in his village features him making what disappear?
Oh, come on. It was like, I knew the part where he's supposed to do. What are you doing?
I should record them in slow motion.
Oh my god. This kaiju. I forget what he makes disappear. Is it his self-esteem or
I
self-worth?
think this is like a trick question here.
But I remember. Oh, I know what it is. Wait, is it happen to be the same?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I start with Rob.
I think this was just randomized.
I said a piglet.
Drew.
Yeah, I think these were just randomized questions. It just also happens to be the second one where it says pig.
And that's
Yeah, it's what happens when you shuffle the questions. Pig.
it's all for
Challenge.
That's 4 challenge.
Pig
Okay,
is over.
Or it could have just been a dwarf pig though, so it could have just been a grown adult pig.
A Melvin pig.
No, I'm just saying they have tiny pigs. Those are real things.
But a regular size pig.
They were using this regular size pig to plow the land like you would have horses, so they would have regular size like small. Anyway.
Yeah.
Me and the world of Willow have obviously become well acquainted.
That's a question. When Mardigan is disguised as a woman at the pub he reunites with Willow at, what name does he go by?
Oh, I got this one. Do you have the name? Do you also at some point ask for the name of the thing?
Maybe.
Okay, the dude.
No.
Because he's got a great name. I forget it now though. I know what her name is, or their name, whatever. Connections. I've never seen Willow. Confessions. Hi, Jake. Just nice to have you here.
Jake.
Miss you. I was listening to Party World.
Willow is the Midsummer of the Lucasfilm.
No, it's not Midsummer of the Lucasfilm. It is like a better Lord of the Rings. Hey, why do you want attention so bad?
Take a repeat, Rob. You got this.
I need multiple choice.
Oh, Drew's gonna pull ahead.
I'm taking a swing. I'm not sure that I have it.
I saw this right before we started filming.
Okay, so we'll first for Rob. Nancy and Drew are going for it. Rob, is it A, Olga, B, Hilda, C, Greta, or D, Helga?
I got it wrong.
Oh no.
Never mind. Why did I read this? I must have read the quote wrong or something. What, you'll have to tell me after I get it, like what I did there.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
Right,
I said, well, let me, because I got it wrong.
Let's start with
I went with D.
D, Helga. Drew?
I said Nan.
Nan?
Is there a Nan in this movie?
Nancy?
I went Hilda.
It was Hilda. That's correct.
Good job. Who's Nan? Because I read that quote and it was like if somebody saying Nan and then
is that the name of the woman that he
maybe I think that's it. That's it. He's with a woman named Nan. There we go.
Maybe, yeah.
And it has the name is like Lunk or something.
Oh yeah, like Lunk, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Lug.
Lug.
So
like a very generic douche.
No, but it's like spelled like Lung. It's like lung.
It's LLUG. Lug.
Lug. I love it. I love that we all know that.
Like
sort of. Jake Lug from Star Wars.
All right, next question. Upon meeting Willow, Mardigan proclaims that he is what?
What?
Yes. Matt Morgan, upon meeting Willow when he first sees Willow, he proclaims that he is what?
Like he Matt Morgan, or
he Matt Morgan himself is what?
One word?
It's a specific thing. No. Tulpa doesn't understand mirrors. She keeps trying to get through the mirror.
Is she scratching at it?
She like just stands up on it, and she is trying to like push her way through.
Oh gosh, I don't know why that reminded me. Remember that Hug a Bunch movie?
Oh yeah,
Where they go through the mirror? It's
Yeah.
so weird.
5,
4. No, Tulpa.
2, 1. All right.
Tulpa.
Let's start with. No, sure. Let's go with Nancy.
I'm not sure if this is quite right, but the greatest swordsman?
And Rob.
I went with the great swordsman.
I also said the greatest sword fighter in the land.
Oh yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Tulpa.
Good girl, Tulpa.
Man, I couldn't remember if he said anything else.
Okay.
Well, he says other things in the movie, which are in the multiple choice, but that's the one he says in that instance when they first meet right away.
Okay. 1 second. The dogs are. Don't worry, Nancy. Your room is fine. That's not the issue. The dogs are just going bananas, and we have to let them out.
Oh, did you see the little steps by there?
No, I didn't.
By around the corner where you are, there should be some plastic steps if you want to.
I mean, they have no problem like bounding up the bounding into the bed. That's not the problem. It's more just like
Even when they fail, they still go for it.
they just like they drag in my clothing. They like make. I'm trying to keep your room as clean as possible. Okay, so we have Nancy. Nancy reminisces on childhood memory with NerdChronic on tonight's pop culture quiz. Tune in 9 p.m. Pacific. No, you can tune in like a little bit after that. It'll probably go on for a while.
Yeah. Which
So
I think you were asking
So go ahead.
before the picture to your right, I
We
believe.
have a lot of scary clown stuff here. I love it.
Yeah, well, that actually, I really like that picture. My Nina, my godmother, got it for me when I was like right before we moved into this house, and she actually passed away a few years ago. And I never changed my room, so I just decided to like leave it there.
Hold on.
Instead.
I'm holding some drinks in my hands. You don't want to go on your bed. So, but I'll let everyone see what it looks like. It's very
I mean,
cool.
it is very creepy. I honestly have no idea why she got me a picture of clowns, but
Well, maybe because the rest
but
of
I
your
really
room-
like it now.
You also have clowns up there.
No. Or don't show my dirty room.
Oh, your room is clean. And it's first of all, if it's dirty, it's because of me. But I meant you have other clowns in here. I could see how someone could think you have a clown thing.
Oh yeah, the other clown thing my mom got me, which was a whole thing. I don't know. I don't like clowns. I don't know how I ended up with like a bunch of
I
clowns.
don't know, but I love it, and I'll take it if you don't want them.
Yeah, it would definitely match her.
Like it's my
Black
vibe.
Horse,
This room is my vibe. Anyway, let's keep going. Since I don't want to laugh on it.
We'll talk about it later.
The score is right now Drew with 20.
Yo!
Rob with 22.
What?
Nancy with 24.
Okay, but like, can I just say how good I am in the running for this still?
Yeah.
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 Close.
Yeah.
Next question.
What question, man?
Question 15.
Okay, we're getting through it.
The High Alduin gives Willow what items that have the ability to turn anything to stone?
He has what now? Did he ever use that?
Yeah, several times.
When?
Like
Twice.
What does he turn to stone?
Like her hand,
Whose hand?
the queen,
Oh, yeah.
the troll.
Wait, there's a troll?
He drops one on the bridge.
So it's a drop one.
Yeah.
I don't know, multiple.
Like a car, you know.
It's not like his sense of self-worth.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, wait, I know what it is.
What you want to say?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Nuts, Nancy
Acorns.
and Rob.
Acorns.
Do acorns count as nuts?
Acorns are a type of nut.
Yeah, we'll count it.
Acorns are nuts.
Okay, sure.
Let's look them up. They're legumes.
You got the point.
It's totally different.
You're right. Those are totally different. You're right. But acorns.
You're just talking yourself out of the.
I'm
boat.
talking myself out of it. Shut the hell up now.
We'll give you nuts.
Yeah. I am it.
All right, next question. What is the name of the evil queen in the film?
Man, why you gotta do this to me? Why gotta do me dirty like this? Like, you know that's not my jam. Is memorizing names of characters, especially if they're made up.
I mean, they say it so many times.
It's
written out in the opening
don't.
text. They say it's.
I'm gonna slap you so hard when we're off screen. I
totally forgot there's actual text at the beginning of this movie.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because
they say the evil queen, this name.
No, but the reason is because when Mom and Dad recorded it on the VHS tape, it starts right like after that.
Oh.
So that's why I didn't know for a long time.
Okay. Move forward. Drew, is it A, Narissa, B, Morgana, C, Bavmorda, or D, Saraduin?
Thank God I saw this movie so many times as a kid that things are raising like little bells. It's Bavmorda.
Rob?
Queen Bavmorda.
Nancy?
Bavmorda.
Correct.
Wow, I can't believe how many of these I'm getting just from like remembering what my childhood was. And you know what? This is one of those instances where young Drew was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like Bavmorda, you know it's Queen Bavmorda.
That's the true VideoChronic way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and young Drew's not thinking about old Drew. That's the thing I always forget is young Drew is not giving a shit about old Drew. She never thinks about her. I never think about future Drew. Okay, we have to go get the dogs back. Sorry, this is such a hassle, guys. It's because one of the dogs it was a whole thing. Not sure if you heard this, Nancy, with Petunia and her back. And
yeah.
So
my mom said Eric said she had a seizure.
2 seizures,
well?
yeah, and then and the backs and like the other dogs our dogs are kind of exasperating it by being here and being hyper and being puppies, and it's so but trying to keep them in one of the other's rooms is it's this whole thing because they get really cooped up and
Yeah.
I don't like let them come back here. Fun.
I was telling my mom that swimming in the pool is helpful.
That's what I was saying. I was saying because Toba really wanted to go in the pool. You could just tell that she was going to get really water into it. Like she would, and they need to get.
But also, they probably would drink the chlorine.
She was definitely drinking the chlorine anyway. Okay. And if they're separated for more than 2 seconds, they will literally have a shit fit. Sort of like me and Eric right now. Oh, okay. Eric, I can't vamp. Not today.
All right. What does Willow receive from Finn Razel as a gift after defeating the evil queen?
Who?
John Noble Gandalf.
John what?
John Noble Gandalf.
Oh, John. Yeah, you don't sound like that person is John Noble as Gandalf. That was really funny. That was a good joke. I think that was your joke, but it was really good. You found like one screenshot. Do you have a napkin by any chance? Sorry, I know. Thank you. What did he get as a gift? What would help him? I don't know. Multiple for Drew.
Well, for Drew, Rob, and Nancy, you're looking. Drew, is it A, fresh crops, B, a book of magic, C, a horse, or D, his own wand?
Book of magic, like everything else.
And Nancy?
Yeah, I put spell book. I don't know if that counts still.
And Rob?
Yeah, I just put book.
Book. I'll take it. I'll get it. This one.
I like. Oh, is this gonna be a question like the end of the movie, like how he defeats stuff? Let's just keep going. I want to talk about it.
Who kills the evil queen's elite soldier, General Kale?
Now these guys need to go back and like play with Ronan in a giant backyard. Get schooled. The thing is, they're running roughshod over your guys' puppies or your guys' doggies, and I think they're getting too big of an ego. Because we need to get them back with Ronan so they can start learning his boss. Come over here. Get over here. Kano. Fatality.
All right.
I finally got him, or whatever he says.
4, 3,
Repeat.
2, 1. Who kills the evil queen's elite soldier, General Kale?
The guy who kind of looks like Clancy Brown, but is not Clancy Brown. And he wears a skull for a head.
Now that part I know. I just can't remember if it's. I'm stuck between two people.
There was something in the air that night. The sky was bright.
Let's just make it interesting. I'll take a swing.
No pressure.
5, 4.
If you miss it, we're tied.
Army of the Dead Rocks,
2,
said Galagos. Cool.
1.
Well, I want to see that.
That's cool. All right. Let's go with Drew.
That Mardigan.
And Mardigan. Nancy?
I know it. I put Eric.
And
Eric?
Rob?
Madmartigan.
It was Madmartigan. That's
Who's
correct.
Eric?
Knew
The
it.
boy.
Oh, the guy that looks like he looks like a Busey.
Yes.
So-
Sounds like Jacob.
Eric, did you guys know that the guy that played Eric played Chuck Cunningham in Happy Days?
Oh,
What?
Oh my god. Yeah, I can totally see that. That
Wow.
totally makes sense.
That's crazy.
His brother, right?
Yep, that was
Yeah.
Richie's older brother that disappeared.
Yeah.
the long lost.
I know. No, he wasn't long last. He was
Cool.
like in a bunch. Like I
No,
knew.
he disappeared after like the first season.
Really?
Yeah, they wrote him out of the show.
Oh wow. Crazy. Because I was like, he looks so familiar. Cool.
Good to know. He's also in some other movie I forgot. Oh, what I know.
It's not the Frighteners because that's Jake Busey.
Yeah. All right. Next question. What nickname does Madmartigan give to the baby Laura Denon that Willow was protecting?
Oh gosh. Oh, I remember him looking at her and saying the word. Oh god.
And Willow says, "Don't call her that."
Yeah, but he only says it once. I feel like I would guess.
This could have been a 5-pointer, I think.
It could have been.
I wrote something down, but I want to hear multiple. But if one of my answers was the multiple, then I'm going to double or nothing.
Okay.
That means I get 4 points.
4, 3.
Yeah, I'll go multiple. I'm not quite
That
sure.
might be a good idea. I think that would be a good idea. All right. We'll go for Drew, Nancy, and Rob's locking in.
Rolling the dice.
Okay. Drew, Nancy, is it A, rocks, B, sticks, C, snips, or D, rugs?
I was so close. I was so close. You see what I wrote originally?
That's very funny. Okay. Start with Nancy.
Sticks? B?
Yeah, I originally wrote pebbles, and then
Oh.
it sticks.
Yeah, Rob.
Sticks.
It is sticks.
Like the,
Nice.
the band. I'm sailing away. That's sticks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember when Cartman sang that?
Spelled
That's not-
differently.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So with that, Rob pulls ahead by 1.
Yes, and for a whole, let's see, a whopping, I think we're at $30. That'd be a whopping $15. So guys, yeah, feel free to keep on donating via to up the pot and up the ante, because I think we're all still in a 5-point range, or maybe not.
I think.
Maybe not. I might be out of it
Yes,
now.
you're still in 5 points.
All right. Nancy here, Mike's doing that weird thing again. Yeah, there we go. So next question.
Next question. All right. The final question. Actually,
Final
in
question.
the main quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What is the name of Willow's faithful friend who stays to help him when the rest of the friends leave the party? I mean, you literally said his name out loud. So
I know that people's names were said out loud. In
You
this
said the name out loud.
Ah.
No, Eric. No. Typically was like, is this going to be a quiz with a ton of asking me for people's names? And it was. Sometimes that is the quiz. Okay. I hate you. I never said his name out loud because I don't know it. Multiple choice.
You did. You
Yeah.
literally said it out loud.
Maybe I parroted it, but I don't know it.
All right. Which for Drew? Rob, Nancy, your
Repeat the question.
Okay. What is the name of Willow's faithful friend who stays to help him when the rest of their party leaves?
Yo, can I be honest? Even other people in the chat are like, more names?
Mhm.
And that was one question
I
ago.
had like 3 names.
And then they said it again. More names?
More names. Is that the same person? Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same person. Shut
Yeah,
up.
but they're like 3. Like
That one person agrees with you.
that person. I wasn't even saying the name thing yet when they said the first time. So technically, I agree with them. And look,
Okay, you agree with that one person.
I think we can all just agree there's too many names.
I think Nancy's fine with it.
Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3,
I hate you.
2, 1.
I think that's
So Rob, you locking in?
I'm locking in.
Okay. Drew, you locking
No, I'm not locking in.
Okay.
I need the multiple.
in? Okay. Drew, is it A, Peregrine, B, Renan, C, Migosh, or D, Vonker?
None of those sound right to me. Say it again, the multiple?
Is it A, Peregrine, B, Renan, C, Migosh, or D, Vonker?
I think The one that I was saying a lot was the one that was a soldier, which wasn't the best friend. So I'm gonna say Migosh.
Okay. Nancy
Yeah, I love how he says his name, Migosh.
and Rob.
Migosh.
Because Vonker is
Migosh.
the other dude, right?
It is, yes, the warrior guy. Yes, it is Migosh.
Migosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vonker.
Bunker.
The
Okay.
power was in your finger. Oh, I thought that wasn't a 5-pointer.
No. Okay.
So what's the final score as we head into the super bonus?
The final score of the main quiz is Drew with 29.
Yeah, baby, that's really high for me. I just want to say
Good
that.
job.
It is.
Yeah.
Nancy with 33 and Rob with 34.
Okay, so wait, that actually puts me in a 5-point range. If
Yes.
he misses it and I get it, then we tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we go to more questions.
You got more Willow questions?
Always, of course. Yeah, I get. I mean, there's always the thing about
He
this
has more
quiz,
names.
There's more names. Like I really try not to use like so many names. You know, like I could if I wanted to.
Okay. Well, thank you for not being
That's a
the
threat.
literal Lord. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's a threat.
Okay.
Usually good ones you don't have to say out loud are threats.
All right. The 5-point question for all the marbles. All right. What is the name of the kingdom Willow is originally tasked to take Elora Dan into for safekeeping?
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations, guys. A donation.
We got a donation.
Uh,
I think Drew doesn't care about your donation.
Let's go.
Oh,
Only
good. Read that
thing
loud.
that could have made Willow better. Ed Harris.
Oh, yo. Yeah, if Ed Harris was playing like Mad Mortigan's dad or
That's-
something.
That's from PLD, as I think you could imagine.
Yeah, can you imagine who thinks Ed Harris is the best? I actually, one day, I'm going to put Ed Harris on a wheel. I'm going to spin so
I think
hard.
PLD is gonna faint if they cast that Harrison Knives Out too. With everyone.
Wait, have they confirmed that, so Catherine Hahn, is Timothy Chalamet confirmed?
No, not Chalamet. Catherine
thought-
Hahn, Batista, Edward Norton.
I think Chalamet was confirmed as something.
I
Okay,
do not believe so.
Okay.
Alright.
okay, 5.
4.
repeat the question.
What is the name of the kingdom Willow is originally tasked to take Elora Dan into for safekeeping?
Where'd the pen go? I'll write out what I want the answer to be. Just, I want bite. Yeah, I never had pizza. Did I get pizza? No. Me want plain corn dog delight. Me want deep fried. Me think water turkey snacks.
If you got this, Nancy, you got me, I think.
4,
I'm guessing.
2, 1. All right. Start with Drew.
Emiel.
Okay. Nancy. Sorry, say it. Say again. I think you're muted.
Tears lean, sorry.
And Rob.
Tiraslene.
It is Tyrus Lane.
No, Emiel was right.
So with that, Rob takes the win.
Job,
Oh,
Rob.
okay. Good job,
Good
Rob.
job, Rob.
Wow, really good job. This is Nancy's favorite movie, and I believe she's faced this before.
She has taken it like 2 years ago. She took this.
Yeah,
quiz.
that Man Mardigan one threw me off.
Yeah.
Wait, did Rob have two perfect game?
I think did you miss one or did you go more choice?
I missed one.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
Wow, and
Thank you.
you didn't even, this wasn't even a case of you watching the movie today, because I know you had a really big day otherwise. So
Yeah.
like you didn't even,
Well,
or maybe you found a way to watch the movie today. I would assume that you did
No.
other stuff. No, okay, that was all from memory.
Yeah.
Good job. That's what you get for being not a child who's in love with only Val Kilmer when he saw this movie.
Yeah.
Very few things I remember that are not Mad Mortigan based in this film, but apparently also I don't remember Sticks.
Yeah.
So guys, I guess we're just gonna wrap it up around here. Or I guess, but did I want to say something about this movie? I want to say some things about a couple scenes.
Just more about Matt Mardigan.
I want to talk a little bit more about him, but I'm forgetting what I want to say, so I'll just not say it. Where can we find you, Rob, winner of the night quiz?
I'm at Rob Schaefer JD on Twitter, a criminal defense attorney here in Omaha. Before I say goodbye, Eric, you're killing it on the promos for Schmoedown.
Thank
Nancy,
you.
Nancy, you're doing a great job with Vernon on your show, EFCL
Thank you.
Insider. I don't remember the name of it.
It's
I'm sorry.
okay. Fans view
Plugging
the
yourself.
FCO. I'll get there.
You'll get there. You're doing great. Love you guys all. Thank you very much for having me on.
Well, what am I doing? Just kidding. Just
Drew,
kidding.
you're gonna kill it tomorrow in the horror free for all.
Yes, the exhibition match. Yeah, that's happening tomorrow. But we'll get to that in a second. Nancy, where can we find you?
You can find me at PL_Bandaid on Twitter and Instagram. And of course, now you can find me on A Fan's View of the SVL with Vernon, where we kind of recap the matches of the FCL and just give our opinions. And then tomorrow we will have our episode with David Campbell and Nick Carley, which that was a lot of fun because they were not in kayfabe, and I think it's really cool when you get to see them outside of that. So go ahead and check that out. I think Vernon should have it out tomorrow, and then of course every once in a while here.
I think it's out now.
Oh,
I thought it was. I didn't see the post right.
I haven't been on my phone for quite a bit, so
Vernon, what you do?
Vernon, tell us in the chat.
Yeah, tell us in the chat.
And what about you, Eric?
You can find me at NerdChronic across all social media, of course. Also editing for the movie Schmoedown. Like Rob said, Drew has a big match coming up tomorrow. It's just the horror exhibition match on the Skybound Expo. So make sure to check that on the Skybound channel at 11:30 a.m.
11:30 a.m.
30 a.m. Super big match. It's very, very fun. And next week is just regular week. And then coming up, we have after that is Mara Knopic versus Mike Kalinowski 3 for the big rematch.
Nom.
Yes. And Drew, what about you?
What about me? Well, I'm a Gemini, and I like dogs and long watches on the beach, but also not to stick my feet in jellyfish, which I do a lot. I call them stingy fish. No, like everyone's saying, I have this great horror exhibition coming out tomorrow, which is just me versus Bibiani versus Adam Collins, and on the desk will be Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead and Invincible. So I hope they don't embarrass themselves too much. I know I'm like the fan favorite to pick to win, but don't underestimate these two guys. They're both very good at their own, at their own little thing. Mm-hmm. So everyone's saying I'm walking away with this. I don't want anyone to think I'm getting cocky. I take these matches very seriously, and so yeah, I've been really I haven't been stressing about it, but I would say that I'm comfortable playing against these two. So that's going to be 11:30 a.m. I think you can go to Skybound. This is all sarcasm. They're terrifying people to play against. And just know. SkyboundXPO.com. Mondays and Thursdays, you can find me here on the VideoChronic Pop Culture Quiz. Sometimes I'm more tired. Sometimes I'm less tired. Sometimes I'm sick. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm at home. Sometimes I'm at home. And then other times I'm here. And Tuesdays we're doing Cinema Bias. Next week is going to be a really fun double feature of my choosing at 8 p.m. That's going to be me and Alex Mack discussing both Palm Springs, the Hulu movie, as well as Time Crimes. Ooh. So it's two different takes on a genre of time travel loops that I very much enjoy. I would say it's my favorite genre my favorite concept to put into different genre films. Like I like it when it's a comedy like Groundhog's Day. I like it when they do it as a horror movie like Happy Death Day to You, or like Time Crimes, and I like it when it's thrillers like Source Code. I mean, I like the whole genre of time loops.
Yes, well, that sounds like a good time.
Good time loop. Then you have me live in the dark with VideoDREW. That's it. Going to be at 8 p.m. this weekend. We have Paige for the new rookie Paige joining us from the Schmoedown.
Paige Frabetti.
How do you pronounce it?
Frabetti.
Sounds like a type of dessert at an Italian restaurant.
It reminds me of like funfetti.
Yeah, Frabetti. That's going to be fun. So she's going to be coming on. We're going to be talking about stuff. She's like one of my favorite new people that's joined the league this year. She's truly a delight. I did a ranking show of best female characters of all time with her and Peggy, and we came to an agreement. Like we came to like an actual this was like the best version of democracy where we actually came together and we're like, okay, so we have to choose what the best female character in all cinema history. We came together, we put our heads together, we eliminated the opposition, and we came up with it's Sarah Connor. And I'm I think we all compromised, and I think we all ended up walking away being like, that might not have been the answer we walked in with, but we were very comfortable saying Sarah Connor is the most iconic female character in movie history. As a consensus. As a consensus, because as an arc, the way that her character arcs from the beginning of the Terminator series to where we are now, she has the most interesting arc in like cinematic women cinematic history in any genre. So I think that's very cool and very interesting. And so I'll someone find that episode of something and do that. Yeah, we'll probably talk about that on the show on Sunday. We do have a quiz coming up on Monday. I have to double confirm to see if this person's in.
It is confirmed.
It is confirmed.
Yes.
They confirmed it?
Yes.
So we are doing Under the Silver Lake.
Oh, wait, shit. No,
wait, never mind.
Sorry. I thought that was something
else. What do you have?
The mask.
Okay, never mind. We're doing the mask on Monday. Okay. So we're doing the mask on Monday with Jader and
Frankie Alvarez.
Frankie Alvarez. Those are two people that you know.
Yes.
And then maybe Thursday we'll do Under the Silver Lake with me and Sabrina.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole plan.
Yeah.
Check me out across all social medias as VideoDrew. Please sign up for the Patreon where you can do things like request quizzes and be part of our study groups that happen on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And other than that, guys, fart noise. This is really good.
Okay, Bo Burnham.
Okay, that's a really good compliment. I will take Bo Burnham. I haven't been looking at the chat at all. What's up? It's Sarah Connor, Back to the Future and Fight. Yeah. I would say also Live, Die, Repeat's a really good one. Anyway, guys, cool. Any chance you can get in on the mask?
Who's that?
Andres.
Andres? Yeah.
Sure. Okay, awesome. See you guys later, and we love you, and that's no longer weird. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Bye.